I definitely want to give you a chance to just speak to like what excites you for the future, right? Like what when
Um,
you look out, when you look ahead, like what comes to mind?
Before we get into that,
Yeah.
one thing I wanted to talk about. You both had the. Did you guys both watch Pressure,
I
the
Yeah,
short
I,
film?
I
I
didn't get
watched
I
it.
didn't
You
get
Yeah.
a
did.
chance to watch
What was your
Pressure.
What was your thoughts on that?
Well, like we were talking about earlier, I like short films, and I think, I mean, it came from your childhood. I think it was real authentic. You know, when I watched it, I was just kind of like, oh, okay. You know,
Yeah.
I felt like in a way, yeah, you were acting, but I felt like it was easier for you to do because you're kind of pulling from that. You know
From
what
that,
I'm saying?
yeah.
Yeah.
So for those who don't know, earlier I told you, this idea actually came about last year.
Mm-hmm.
So there's an actress that I teamed up with. Her name is Gina.
Hmm.
She actually wrote it with my ideas being incorporated of what my childhood was.
Okay.
So she wrote this. So it's about my childhood, about a guy named Morgan who grew up with single mom sisters, and
Yeah.
he lost his dad at a young age, just like
Yeah.
I did,
Hmm.
and grew up and had to be strong and help raise his sisters. Never understood why his dad did what he did, and that
Mm-hmm.
was kind of stuff I faced. Like when my dad
Yeah.
passed away, and I always kind of felt unsettled with I didn't have the answers that I needed to why.
Hmm.
And so for me, it was like trying to focus on men's mental health, and I think something that's very
Yeah.
downplayed.
Mm.
And I wanted to put this out there of just telling something that was true to me, in hopes of helping other men like us
Right.
who
Yeah.
are struggling with mental health and having a hard time talk about it. Something I've had a hard time, and I think
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
this was the easiest way for me to get it out, was in
Yeah.
my art.
I love that.
I'm having to touch people or inspire if I can, even if it's just one, because I know there's other men out there that's dealing with this too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was just my way of doing that. And to your second question, what you were saying.
Well, first of all, that's amazing. I think that's a great message in terms of there's more than one way to do things, and there's more than one way
Yeah.
to like get a message out.
Yeah.
Right. So
Yeah.
mental health is super important, and I feel like whatever way you feel you can contribute to that, whatever vehicle you want to use to
Mhm.
contribute to that, figure out what that is, and definitely do it.
Yeah, it definitely put me in that space when I seen that it was like a therapist setting.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay. It's
And
gonna be some shit. You know, I
that took
was
about
like,
a
yeah.
year to come about.
Mhm.
And I do got to give a big shout out to director Rachel Tagart, and Scott Taylor for sound design, and Sean, our DP, and of course Gina. She was my co-star. She
Mhm.
played Lisa. Big thing on that was her friend was actually a therapist. So her
Mm.
friend had looked over the verbiage and got it, how everything was supposed
Yeah.
to be.
Yep.
So
That's dope.
yeah, without the team, no way that could have came to life. So
Oh,
I
for
got to
sure.
give a big shout out to the
Nice.
team here in Seattle for that. So
100%, 100%. But yeah, so my second question is